location at Campbell's Nursery in Lincoln to find out the hottest new things in plants. Everyone has garden centers that are nearby them. It's like having a neighbor who's an expert in plants. They're zone specific, which means that they know about the zone that you live in. There's different zones throughout the country that have different climates, and different plants do better in those zones. A local nursery is like having a neighbor who knows what plants are going to do best in your garden. A spring visit to your nursery gives you the opportunity to see what's the latest and greatest things available in your area. Here's a few tips about looking for great plants at your local nursery. First of all, when you're looking at the plant, bump it out of the container. What you're going to want to see is a great root system. Great white roots that are all intertwined and working their way around the inside of the pot. That means this is a healthy grower and it's going to do well in your plant or container garden. The next thing to look for is a bushy plant. In this case, these petunias have been grown cool, so they're compact, have lots of great growth, and have lots of bud setting on them already. Rather than something that's long and spindly, that tells you it's been grown fast. But in this case, it's nice and compact, and you know it's going to do great and have lots of blooms throughout the entire summer. Or maybe you're checking out a new variety. This is Pesto Perpetuo, a fabulous basil that grows all summer long and is going to give you lots of production for those great little tomato salads you're going to create. A garden center is also a great place to get information. For example, Campbell's have a container seminar every year that I come to tell people about the latest colors, the newest trends, and the hottest new plants. But each plant itself has its own bit of information. The tag itself shows a picture of what that plant is going to look like and also tells you where to plant it in sun or shade. If you want the best information, it's available on the back, describing all sorts of tips and also the nature of the plant and how big you can expect it to grow. It's a great way for you to learn about the plants you're buying for your garden. As you travel through the garden center and you're looking at different plants, be sure to check out the signs that they have too. That's going to let you know that same type of valuable information that's going to allow you to make the best decision for your container. Gathering plants together or comparing them to one another will also let you know what they look like in the container and what it's going to look like when it gets into your garden. My favorite way to collect plants together is with color blocking. I like to pick plants of the same color and put those together in a matching container. It's a great way for me to create color impact in my garden the same way I would create color impact in a beautiful flower arrangement. There's two important decisions you can make about your flowers and plants when you go to the garden center. Choosing between annuals or perennials. An annual is a plant that has a lot more color and will bloom profusely for a few months. But when it becomes fall, that's going to die back. A perennial is an investment you make in the future. They're a slower growing plant, but at the same time bloom at specific times throughout the year. One of my favorite pieces of advice about perennials is this. The first year you plant them, they sleep, so there's not a lot of growth. The second year, they creep, which means the growth starts to advance. And the third year, they leap, bursting into bloom. Sleep, creep, and leap. That's the secret behind watching your perennials grow and expand in your garden. Your garden center or nursery is going to be able to provide a lot of choices for fertilizers and things to make your garden grow the best that it possibly can. Organics are extremely popular right now. We have an entire line of organic types of fertilizers and potting soils that allow you to make an organic choice when it comes to planting vegetables in your garden. When it comes to flowers, think about the opportunities of what's available to even change the look of your garden. Here are two great products that allow you to have hydrangeas that are pink or blue. The packaging makes it clear, so you can make the choice to create color in your garden. The great thing about a nursery and garden center is it's forever changing. There's great spring flowers available now. In a couple months, there will be new varieties. There's always things going on, and in the fall, you can prepare with composting and doing all sorts of things to make your plants better next year. You can even select tulip bulbs and plant them for great spring flowers. Going to your nursery and visiting often allows you to get great information and expand your garden along with the seasons. So that gives you a few little simple tricks and techniques about visiting your local independent garden center. Until next week, keep having fun with flowers.